Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Dialar's Tactics. So, one of the more difficult things about covering this game versus some of the other games I've played is that the game's still brand new, but there's not a whole lot to cover unless you just want to do some fluff puff pieces. There really isn't. What is there to cover in King Arthur Legends Rise? So, you got your new character releases, which we didn't get one this last time, and they only come out once every 2 weeks. You got your new events, which come out on Tuesdays, and you got your patch notes that comes out usually with the new hero release. So I've got my Monday day stream, my round table, which is just basically a big old bullshit session of me talking about the game. We got events that I didn't cover this time. Don't want to cover packs. Can't really cover clan raid or clan versus clan because that's proprietary information. I'm just one person. I can't really spill the strategy for my whole clan. So there's not a whole lot to cover. So I was trying to think today, what could I possibly just make a video about? Because I kind of just wanted to make a video today. So what I thought is I would go through my entire roster. Or not my roster, sorry. Just my legendaries. Which, there's not a whole bunch of legendaries, right? This isn't going to take too long, and if it does, oh well, that's kind of my style. What I thought we'd do is we'd go through my legendaries currently in my roster, and I want to show you exactly how they're geared right now and why. All right, I thought that might be a somewhat informative video because stuff has changed. My spreadsheet is a little bit out of date. I need to spend this Saturday completely redoing the gearing section because, well, things have changed. So let's start, shall we? Let's start with Anya. Okay, Anya is my most powerful hero, and she's running two different sets. So she's running this full resist set that I kind of talked about in the roundtable discussion yesterday, Tuesday. And I also have a full counter attack set. So what this set is for PvP specifically. Why resist? Because you don't want her getting CC'd, yada yada. And I'm not going to go into her kit. I don't want to, crack open the dictionary on each of these heroes. But on her kit, when she counterattacks that damage, when she does the over-the-head AoE, it's all dependent on her effect resistance. So to accomplish that, where I want her kind of beefy, kind of tanky, I have her up around 165, 170 effect resistance. So that's what this set is for. Obviously, effect resistance there. I got attack there. I got attack there. And then I got crit strike damage there. And what am I running here? I got attack speed on the orb, but that's not really necessary. It's just for PvP, you don't really got to worry too much about hit accuracy, which is why I'm running the attack speed orb there. So that's how I got her built, and she does okay. We kind of saw a little bit of that showcased in the roundtable video as well. And then this counterattack set, this is strictly for PvE, right? So when you want her to be counterattack, killing everything, that's why she's built like this. Now, unfortunately, I do have an effect resistance counter piece there. I got an effect resistance piece there. Could I switch these bottom pieces over to there? I could, but I don't want to because I'm not that. I want to be quick. I just want to hit the button, go 1 or 2, and go. You see, this is where I got the hit accuracy orb because in PvE you need the hit accuracy to actually hit the bosses. And then this is crit strike rate. I think she's sitting at 85% crit rate, 45% crit damage, and she's just over 102 percent effect resistance, which seems to be enough for PvE, especially at C10. Now let's go into Ceres. This is going to be real easy because how do you gear Ceres? You make her fast. Ceres has to be the fastest hero in the game. She gets your best speed set, but she does want some effect accuracy as well. That's why you see her in the speed and the accuracy sets. I've got, what is this, Fortitude, which fine. That gives a little bit of extra heal. But the reason why I'm running this isn't because of the keepsake set itself. It's because of the secondaries. 15 speed, 51 and 4 speed, and then 17 speed on the banner. That's why. So I think I crafted these specifically because I had the orb already. I just got one like that. And then I crafted the belt and the banner. So And then she's got, this would ideally be effect accuracy, but this is one of the ones I'm trying to craft to get effect accuracy and a 3-roll speed. That's going to take a while. That's a couple layers of RNG. HP, it doesn't really matter, really. It's the triple roll. That's kind of how you're playing this one. And then this is obviously the 6-star attack speed ring. And at 415, where I am in arena, she still feels slow. 440 is the max. It seems like everybody that's up there and that is anybody's kicking around that 430 range. So I am behind, but luckily I got a couple different PvP teams. Iweret, all right. You see how I got that right? I currently have her geared in this Ascension set. Why? Because I want her to hit as hard as she can. So she's in Ascension and crit rate. If we look at my stats real quick, she's slow, but I do have her attack almost up there, about 6,800 attack. My crit rate is high. You don't need this much crit rate in a PvP setting, but given the Naikas in PvP nowadays, for PvP specifically, you want to have higher crit rate to get over that crit resist that Naika brings to PvP. Obviously, attack, I got hit accuracy there. Could I get away with not having it? I could, but at least this way I can kind of go back and forth enough in PvE and PvP and not have to really worry about it. Crit strike damage, of course, always keep in mind for PvE, Pierce is better than crit strike damage. Crit strike damage is, I think, has been agreed upon that is a better PvP stat than Pierce. Attack, crit damage, and attack, right? I remember back in the day when I first started playing this, I thought everybody had to have a speed ring because speed was essential in most of the games I've played. Not so much here. You want your damage dealers to be damage dealers, which is a kind of breath of fresh air. I kind of really enjoy that. So that's it. Ascension. Ideally, these would be 6-star pieces so I could get the benefit of the more attack, but, that gives me something to work towards. Morgan. All right, Morgan. I'm going to just move the old nugget down to the bottom right-hand corner so you guys can see the gear tabs. So Morgan needs 2 different gear sets. If you do not have a C9 series, you have to build her in a speed set. Ideally, speed and effect accuracy, just like how Ceres wants to be built out. If your series is below C9, then it becomes Morgan needs to be your fastest hero on the team. That kind of dictates how high you can climb with that speed serpent team. As such, this was Ceres' set that has since been moved, or Morgan's old fast set has been moved to Ceres, where I get you need that fastest character. But she's still fast-ish. 354 in a secondary set. You see the effect accuracy is a little bit low, only 77.25, and I think that's because this is an HP, whereas this should be effect accuracy, but, this has, that extra 13 speed on it. So, still stuff to craft. Ideally, this would be, triple speed with effect accuracy as well, because you kind of want her effect accuracy up over 100%, and you'll see it in this set right here. So, this is my PvE set. Vigor with accuracy, this is kind of how you wanted to run her before PvP became a focus, before we all started farming speed gear. You see I'm just ideally over 100% effect accuracy to land those defense downs on the wind relic, to strip buffs on the frost relic, or to push back her meter on the fire relic. So effect accuracy is what you want. See, I got that there. That's nice. This one doesn't really matter. And obviously attack speed on that. Attack speed on that. And this is endurance, so that she lives longer. She doesn't have to do damage, even though she usually does end up doing decent damage. And then this is effect accuracy on the belt. So Morgan, you do want to gear 2 different ways. And you really should if you're serious about PvP in this game. The speed gear also helps in Forbidden Dungeon hard mode. There's a lot of dungeons where you want to run her as fast as possible with about 130% effect accuracy. So you do got to juggle gear around for Forbidden Dungeon hard when you need her to be really, really, really fast and to constantly be trying to push back turn meter. So in that case, I would juggle some of Ceri's gear onto her specifically. I would make sure that the effect accuracy was a lot higher than 100. And I would like her up around like 375 speed. So ideally, that's what you want to do for Forbidden Dungeon and PvE and PvP. That's how you got to gear your Morgan. Bedivere, okay. So I made a whole dedicated video on Bedivere, and for him specifically, I had him geared before in 2 damage sets and a crit strike set. But it turns out that he gains more scaling off of an attack set than he did that way. I was actually performing better. I was getting better numbers with just this set, which isn't that ideal. 5-star, 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 right? Attack, crit damage, attack. And if I could gear him a different way, I would probably build him in Ascension as well. I would build him the same way that I'm building my Iwaret. Keep in mind, Bedivere only needs 60% crit rate, given his kit. And then you want to load up on attack and crit damage. But the thing is Bedivere's kind of fallen from grace because of Naika in PvP. But he's still one of the best damage dealers in the game, and you should definitely build him out and have some decent gear on him. Obviously, attack, you need this hit accuracy, otherwise he's not going to hit anything. And then this should be Pierce. I don't know why. I have a Pierce banner for him, unless I have sold it. I think I might have oh, there is one right there. So I do still have one. I had one before, but I obviously accidentally got rid of it. So yeah, you should probably have this for PvE, but then I'm going to have to re-roll that because this one has a nice crit strike rate and attack on it. So I should probably fix that, but this is ideally how you want to build your Bedivere, either attack and crit or Ascension and crit. Now, don't look at my Guinevere. I don't think this is how you should build her. So, so I built her like this for my PvP team. And specifically, I was just trying to get a little bit more damage out of her in PvP, because otherwise she was just kind of sitting there doing nothing. And if you see, I have her sitting on her S3, and really she's only going to get her off her S3 like 1 or 2 times in a PvP fight. But you see it's attack and attack 5 times, hitting a random enemy each time. And the damage, she actually gains more from defense than attack. But yeah, then this 100% chance for the last 2 hits to inflict damage dealt decrease 2 for 1 turn. That's actually good. So just based around this, she wants attack and defense. And I built her with attack. And there's HP. And I have her attack speed because I need her to go before my Anya. Why? Just because. That's how I was told I had to have her. So I'm trying this out. You see, it's a defense set, and then obviously an Ascension set. But like this, I'm never going to use Ascension HP on one of my damage dealers. Maybe the attack speed, but I don't know. And then the other pieces, HP, defense, attack, defense, HP. So I'm trying to get a little bit more damage output from her. And to be honest, that shield that she gets at the beginning is based on her max HP, which is why I have the HP primary there and the HP primary there. I have HP there, and I do believe I have attack speed there, just, again, to get her faster than Anya for my PvP team. Right? So, and then this is HP. So that's how I have her built. This probably should be like endurance, but I know I've looked a million times. I don't have an endurance banner on her. But that's technically what healers and supports and tanks want. So, but this is an odd thing. I used to have her in a vigor set with a life secondary set for that HP. But I mixed it up because I needed her to expend 3 vigor in a certain rotation. Right? If there's one certain person watching this video, you'll know why, because you're the one that told me to do this. But I need her doing her S3, and I need her generating 1 vigor and spending 3 in order to get my rotation correct for a PvP team. So this is a little different. You can kind of mix and match your Guinevere. You don't need this. You can run a vigor set. I'd say for PvE, Vigor is probably the way to go. I should probably make a secondary Vigor set for her as well. I think I'm going to have to do that. Because I have a lot of Vigor gear since I stripped a bunch lately. Naika. Okay, Naika. Alright, obviously, she wants this Immortal set on the keepsakes. We'll start right there. Why? Because every time she heals, she's going to give herself a barrier, but a 3-turn cooldown. That barrier will just negate whatever damage hits her that one time, but that can make a difference. So obviously, she's got recovery for her healing. This is attack speed, and then this is crit rate only because... I wanted... Oh, there. I'm going to have to switch to this bad boy. Let's switch over to this one. I didn't realize I farmed one. So, let's just put that... let's just... No, we'll do that later. I'll do that later. I don't want to waste your time. And then this one, HP percent, and attack speed. Because you kind of want your Naika going fast, right? The more time she goes, she's going to keep your team healed up real nice. So... Is there a reason for not running a speed set? I don't think so. I think that ideally she wants a speed set with obviously those keepsakes and those secondaries on the right side that we discussed. Tell me if I'm wrong. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be wrong in some of my gearing. Please don't be critical. If anything, be constructive in any criticism, because currently I am gold poor. You see, I got like less than 1 million gold because I've done a lot of gearing and re-gearing in the last 2 weeks. So if you see anything that's out of place that I'm doing wrong, just say so down in the comments, but be constructive about it. Please don't be, trying to flame me. I don't take too kindly to negative, unwanted, and unwarranted criticism. Lancelot. Okay, Lancelot is in a Vigor set. I have recently switched up his right side pieces. I used to have this as attack speed. This was... I can't remember what this... This was crit rate, even though I don't think it needs crit rate. And this was attack. This could also be HP. And the reason why is because I wanted to get his attack up higher than my Anya. But let's just see. I don't think I have another accuracy speed ring. I don't. You see, Rosie's got one. I could take it off of Jillian if I'm being honest. So let's see. If I did this, if I took it off of Jillian, that makes my 3,900. 3,600. Hey, it works. Okay, that works. So we can do that. Okay, so that's ideally how you'd want them. Now this, I moved to attack. It used to be effect accuracy. And the reason why is because I needed to get his attack up to be above Anya for the Pedarge dungeon. Obviously with the keepsakes, you want all of them to be corrosion because then you're going to get an extra dot. Ideally, you do want high effect accuracy. 71, although somewhat low to me, does seem to still land dots consistently. At least in the dungeons that I'm running him currently. I do like Vigor and Accuracy because he does also usually always want to spam his S3, especially when you're using his Fire Relic. And to do that, the Vigor's nice. On the keepsakes, obviously Effect Accuracy on the belt. I got Attack Speed on the Orb, and I'm running Pierce, even though I don't know if Pierce really does anything for the old boy. Right? I don't think... I guess Pierce is still going to let him go through damage or defense, so why not? But he's not really a damage healer. He's more about laying down those dots. But yeah, this, depending, if you're not minding, or like if you're not really farming the Pedarge dungeon, here's his, is that the old one? There's his old one. There's the effect accuracy one, right? Like this ideally is better. And then I think this was... I already gave his away. This was, I think, crit rate or something. But there you go. What is he running now? 215 speed. Cool. He's going to get dots out faster. So I still think that Vigor and accuracy is the way to go on old Lancy boy. Sigin. Okay, Sigin. She's another one of those heroes that that bases it off of defense, right? Mostly attack. So mostly attack and defense. I have her in... a pretty crappy gear set because I don't really use Sigin for much. Up until recently, I just got her ice relic, which obviously I want for Yaskelhide clan boss. But now I got to build it all up. And then let's see. So this is attack all enemies, 96%. And then that scales up. But I don't know if that scales up as much as the wind. No, I don't know. It definitely does. 52, 52, 52, 52. So I don't know. Maybe wind still is. Well, you don't want to bring in wind to Yaskel. Attack all enemies, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. So, can she do damage? Yeah, but she does, like, reflect damage for the most part once you get her up to C8. So, for equipment, is Vigor the way to go? Maybe. You see, I do have attack there. I got defense there because she scales off of both attack and defense. Defense there. Attack speed. Not really ideal gearing on my Sigin. She's kind of been sitting here used and abused for a while. Not a lot of love in her. But I think I would still recommend the Vigor. But if you did have, obviously if you had a C8 Naika, and she is Serpent, and you're going to run her in a Serpent team, then you can build her out for, like, attack and defense. So maybe you want attack. Maybe you still want to run these secondaries. But maybe you want to switch it out to, like, an attack set or an ascension set, and then a life secondary set or a defense secondary set. So not ideal, but that's how I got her sitting right now. And now Clarison, you'll see, is not built as a damage dealer. She's built for speed, and that is on purpose. How fast is she? Not super fast, not Morgan fast, because obviously I want Ceres having a fast speed set, then Morgan, then Naika, then Clarison. That's the order of operations for me in speed, because you can make teams with her under, say, like a Lancelot lead in PvP, like Clan Wars, whatnot, and I'm using her specifically for her S2 to speed up my whole team and to get that crit damage up buff. I think it's crit damage up buff. And to do that, I want her to be fast. Now, if you look at her stats, her crit rate is 50%. I do believe she gives herself crit rate in her kit, so she doesn't need a whole lot of crit rate. Crit damage is pitiful. Attack is kind of pitiful. I'm running effect resistance, and I think that's only because of the speed. Do I have anything better than attack resistance? There's one, but it's got no secondary attack. Ugh, gross. All right, so ideally you would want this to be like attack with attack speed. I don't even have a whole lot of attack speed on that. Oh, gross. Gross. This obviously is good. Attack with attack speed 14. Attack speed ring. Attack belt. Attack speed orb. And then you kind of want, her to do some damage. So I would say shoot for about 50% crit rate on her. But yeah, I have her built more so for a facilitator role using her S2 in her fire relic. If I had her frost relic, I would probably build out a whole different, like, ascension set so that she could hit real hard. Yeah, so you could gear her two ways in my opinion right now. And this is how I got her currently, because if I had Naika C8 and if she was going to be running on that team, because now with the Serpent breakouts, you're not. I see people running her with the Naika team in PvP, but I'd say more often than not, she's not in with Naika, and you want her. Obviously, you're going to want her for a speed set there. I was going to say you could run her in something else that's fast, but again, I guess you're not going to be getting that speed out of the speed set. So speed set or attack set if you have her frost relic is how I'm currently recommending gearing her. Now I gotta find her another ring since I just stole it. What do we got here for rings? I guess you're getting that for now. Oh, God. I just threw up in my mouth a bit. Do I have, like, a vigor ring that's better? What do we got? Ooh, attack speed. Okay. We can do this. This was Lance's ring. So now I need some accuracy. Ooh, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to steal Lancelot's effect. Accuracy neck piece. Boom. Done. All right. Okay. I'm set. Obviously, for Jillian, you know how Jillian works. You want her in vigor and accuracy. You want to have her as high accuracy as possible in order to provide turn meter and, well, specifically just strip turn meter from places. You see 100% is what you usually want to shoot for on an accuracy character. Effect accuracy belt. I got an attack speed orb. I got an attack speed ring. You kind of want your healers and your supports going fast. Attack, but this doesn't really matter. It's more about the set than anything else. Obviously, you would want attack speed on there, but I don't have any. I don't have any on there either, but there's the effect accuracy. So she's probably not that very fast, around 200. All right, fast enough. So I would still recommend for Jillian a vigor set with an accuracy set with obviously this one, or the accuracy and the speed ring are the most important on the bottom and the right side. Now Lot, okay. Lot is the only character that is going to benefit from the new set. Right? This is the prevention set, which falls out of Padarge. So obviously Lot, he inflicts debuffs, specifically mind control or brainwash, which is basically mind control. So you want Lot with high accuracy. How much do I got? 125. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Lot you kind of want fast too. You know, Lot is an interesting. He's a control hero. And what he does is he controls the TM or the vigor generation on your side, and he strips vigor generation on the enemy side. And if you guys forgot what a prevention set does, it's a 100% chance to decrease the attacker's vigor by 1 when hit, 2 turn cooldown. So a prevention set will further facilitate Lot's innate ability to strip turn meter from the enemy team. So how do I run him? Obviously, effect, accuracy belt, attack speed, because you want him going relatively fast, even though mine is relatively slow now. And then effect accuracy on the neck. And what am I running here? Attack with a good old chunk of effect accuracy on there. You obviously want some attack speed on the substats. Effect accuracy times 2 there. Effect accuracy there. And effect resistance, effect accuracy. And effect accuracy times 2. Is this piece better? No, it's not better. It's not better. So I'd say Lot, you know, you can run him in a speed set for sure, you know, but keep in mind with Lot's, what is it? Is it C8? So 100 is it C8 somewhere in his kit? Oh yeah, right here. So when using a skill, right, he's going to inflict this eternal damnation on each enemy, and that extends debuffs. Sorry. So 100% chance to increase the duration of abnormal statuses and debuffs. So if you're running him really, really, really fast, that's good for the brainwash. But if you're in a control fight, if you have him going last, and you know that with his kit, he's going to allow other people, if you're running him in the Frost Relic, he's going to allow your other characters to freeze on their turns. I guess he has to do his S3 though. But say like he brainwashes, say someone else does a brainwash because they can afflict it. They all go. He's going to go and he's going to push it back. So you want him either to go fast or to go last, which is a big swing, but strictly because of his C8, which extends abnormal statuses. That's any kind of CC. So say if you got Merlin on the team, or say you got Morgan. Let's just use Morgan as an example. Say you got Morgan, she's fast. She's in her Wind Relic, and she does her S3, and she sleeps everybody. Okay, now if you got Lot clocked below her, then if he uses a skill, he's going to push back that sleep. Ideally, sleep's kind of a bad one because you can break it. Ideally, like something like freeze. So if you have him with like Frost Lancelot or Frost Morgan or Merlin, if they can CC the team, then Lot goes. He's going to push back that CC. Oh, yeah. Then or stuns, anything. You can really do a lot with him, but for the sake of this video, talking about gear, I think he's the only hero that I can think of right now that actually benefits from this prevention set. Obviously, prevention, accuracy, high accuracy, as fast as possible or as slow as possible, or clocked right below your last hero that can apply abnormal status effects. All right? Okay. Tristan. Now, Tristan has become the nuke king of Spin City. I don't know why I said that. Didn't make any sense. Pain City? Hurt City? The Hurt Locker? I could have come up with so much better things. But so, since he's a nuker, it has been proven through testing that you want to prioritize his attack. So, he scales off his speed, but the speed scaling sucks. He actually gets a lot more if you have him running an attack. And as such, he is a prime candidate for the Ascension set. So, how do I got him done? Attack. And obviously, you still want attack speed secondaries. You want him to have, I'd say at minimum, I am right below the threshold. I would say that you do want him to have like 70% crit. Just to make sure you crit. Ideally like 80, right? 80 would be perfect. And then you want to obviously, 55 attack and then crit damage. I don't think you really need to worry anything else about him except for speed, because he does get a little bit of scaling from speed. So crit rate up to like between 70 and 80. Crit damage, speed, right? So, obviously, attack. There's room to move some of this stuff around. Ooh. Effect accuracy, effect resistance, recovery, gross. But I like my dust. Here's your crit rate. I don't think I have a 6-star crit rate. No, I don't think so. Nope. Maybe there's some room to move stuff around. Let's just go look. Let's look. So crit and ascension. Obviously. This is attack. I don't want attack. I don't have a crit rate ascension. My crit rate ascension is... Oh, it's on him. All right. So that's a 6-star. That's crit damage. That's my only 6-star. There's crit rate. So do I have a damage one? I don't. All right. So we're just going to run this. So 70% crit rate. Crit damage on the substats with attack speed on the substats. So obviously you want that attack speed. You want that attack. You want that attack speed. Right? Cool. Okay. And this is how you currently gear your Tristan. You see, I think I still have him in a speed set on my spreadsheet, which is wrong. It's wrong. Now... Oh boy, this girl. Okay. I'm going to get this one wrong. So, Claudas, she's an attacker, but she's also a controller. She's also a support. She's like everything except for a defensive character. She needs everything. She needs effect accuracy. She needs crit rate. She needs attack. So, what do I have her? I have her 67% crit rate. Her gear kind of sucks. Attack. I don't have her that fast, so I have her attack, crit rate, attack. My thought process behind that was I don't need her to be a TM stripper, so I'm not focusing on attack effect accuracy. She still has 50. Like I think I'm running an effect accuracy belt just to get a little bit more effect accuracy, hit accuracy on there so that she can actually do stuff. Attack, crit rate, and attack. You can have her in a vigor set if you're running her in a Tarrasque dungeon. If you don't have Fire Merlin, obviously if you're going to run her in Tarrasque, you want her to have more effect accuracy and you want her as fast as possible in order to keep going. But then you also want to be spamming her her S3, I think is her. Where is it? Her S3 is that's attack one enemy. So the S2 is the AoE strip. Attack all enemies 2 times with a chance to reduce attack gauge. So that's the one you want. Obviously, Vigor. If you had her in a Vigor set, then with an effect accuracy neck and belt, then that might be how you want to gear her for Trash. There's so many different ways you can gear her. But right now, I'm just gearing her for Favor Dungeon. That's the only place I use her. That's how I got her geared. I just want her to do some damage because the Hound's Favor is a defensive-based faction. See, increased defense-centric abilities. And it just doesn't make any sense to have an attacker in the Hound faction. So I have her built just for the Favor Dungeon, so I can get down stage 10. Merlin. Okay, so Merlin is a support. He's also kind of a controller. Mine is in Fire, as you see. I use him in Tarrasque, in just the normal power-up dungeon. And I do use him extensively in the clan boss. Obviously, that is a bad ring, but I can't tell you the last time I tried to farm Vigor speed rings. I'm not going to have any left because I'm pretty sure we already looked. Nope, they are all accounted for. They're all accounted for. So, yeah, 4-star speed ring. Ooh, that looks gross. Obviously, effect accuracy on the neck, effect accuracy on the belt, because if you're running them in frost, then you're all about that, stunning or freezing your opponents. But even if you want them in fire, you still need to land those attack gauge disruption debuffs, which you need on Tarask, which comes from this one right here. And I have missed with that, and it cost me a run, because then the cat got a turn, and I was screwed. I died and lost points. So he does want effect accuracy. What do I got him at here? Over obviously, for any hero that you want effect accuracy, like I've said already, you want over 100%. The more over 100%, the better. So effect accuracy, the earrings don't really matter. HP works just fine. Like he can take some hits. Obviously, attack speed on there, and you're just looking for like attack speed substats, effect accuracy, and then some survivability. Merlin doesn't do a whole lot of damage. He's really there for the control support part of his kit. He's not going to be doing a whole lot of damage, although a little bit of damage is okay for that endgame Tarask clan boss dungeon. So that is kind of how you want to run him, and I think you would want to run him the same way in fire as you would in frost. So this is obviously I'm going to put my stamp on it and say this is the ideal set for him. Wow, 36 minutes, and we've only got a couple left. Okay, Sergius. Fire Sergius, the only thing we reuse him for is his S3. He gives turn meter. Hence, all you really need is a vigor set, because he's going to be spamming his S3. You want to generate as much vigor as possible, and then you want him fast. So you obviously want a speed ring. Green will do. It doesn't matter. Speed orb, and then I just have recovery. I don't. That's why, because it has a plus 10 on the speed. Let's see. Gross. No. So I don't got any speed stuff on here. So the only reason why that's there, recovery, is for the speed. Really, all you need him for is speed and vigor generation. A little bit of effect accuracy doesn't hurt. You see, I only have 44. Obviously, I would like this, because he does throw out that focus target debuff, which you would like to land. It does help. So you do need a little bit of effect accuracy. So I would still recommend vigor, accuracy, effect accuracy neck, effect accuracy belt, speed ring, speed orb. And then the ears don't matter. If you had the banner, what would you want? I would say focus on like something with a really high attack speed on the secondary, but like you could almost go defensive stats, like some effect accuracy and some HP percentage or some defense percentage with like an endurance main stat, because really he's just there to spam that S3. So, Charlotte. Okay, Charlotte. She was made to have the new sets of gear from the Podridge dungeon. She wants Ascension. But I have her in attack because all of my good Ascension sets are on. You saw them on the attack sets, specifically on Tristan and Ilret. My Guinevere did have an Ascension set, but you saw that it was like HP primaries, so I'm using them. And I do think she wants the safeguards offset. You don't need crit. You don't need damage. You don't need crit rate, because you want her to die, which is going to ramp up her damage. And you see, what do I got her in? What? Attack, speed. So maybe hit accuracy on that one, but obviously in the substats, you want her to have attack percentage. Defense percentage could work, because then she's going to take a little less damage. Attack, hit accuracy, HP. Oh, that's not bad. Attack, HP, hit accuracy, attack speed. Not bad. Attack, defense, attack, effect resistance. So like stuff like that, right? She's a pure attack hero. Ideally, though, Ascension set, not safeguard. I don't think I have enough left. Yeah, I do. I got an attack one there. I got a headpiece. Ooh, not bad. Oh, I got chest. Okay. All right, so I got to do some work on her. What is this? Attack. That's a 5-star. Evasion. Oh, I need recovery. Let's just put her in it. It's gonna lower my power, but you know I got something to work on. Equip. What do we got? What do we got? Attack speed, effect accuracy. No, nothing with a. I don't have any attack percent secondary. Okay, well we'll just give you this one for now. Whoa, no, I don't want to waste money enhancing that. I don't got no gold. And you can tell I've been farming Pedarge here recently. Gross. Defense, crit strike, hit accuracy, HP, effect accuracy. Ugh. Ooh, none of those are good. We'll go that one. Okay, so there you go. That's what you want her in. You want her in Ascension and Safeguard. But now mine sucks because the gear isn't leveled. Obviously, attack on that. And then, yeah, I have attack speed there. Attack. Right, more attack. More attack, the better on your Charlotte. But in my opinion, she's kind of useless until she gets into her Fire Relic. And she is C8. So she's just going to sit at the bottom of my bench with Gilroy and Gwen and Florentius for a while. Gawain. Okay. So Gawain, he's an attacker. He can do decent damage. I would say he's another person that is ripe for the Ascension set as well. He doesn't have any way to give himself crit rate. So obviously you want his crit rate like 70 to 80. And then crit damage and attack. You know, he wants a little bit of effect accuracy because he does apply debuffs. And he gets that from his chivalries. So you don't really have to worry about a whole bunch. Look at right there. Effect accuracy, 15%. 25. So he gets 40% effect accuracy just from his shivs. So that's not bad. So, but mine is sitting, what was he? What, like C3? Ugh, gross. C3. Oh, yeah, he's unused at the bottom of my bench. But if you did have a C8 Gawain, I would build him with, like I said, crit rate in between 70 and 80. A little bit of effect accuracy on the substats is fine, but he's also an attacker. I would put him in an Ascension set with a crit rate set to get that crit rate up. Obviously, probably attack, not attack speed. Again, this is from when back in the day when I used to build him out for attack speed. So I don't have another attack percent ring on there. But I'm sure I got it in... I'm sure I've got one in this. There's one. Okay. But I'm not going to regear him right now. My Gawain goes unused. But that's how I would ideally. If I had him at C8, I would have him decked out in an Ascension set, a crit rate set. Attack, crit rate, attack on the right side. Attack, hit accuracy. There we go. On the orb. And then, like, obviously a crit strike banner would help me immensely getting up to that 80%. So that would help. And then crit damage substats, attack speed substats, a little bit of effect accuracy. Gilroy. Okay, Gilroy's an attacker, but he's just trash. I don't know. This is what I got him in now. I don't know if it's ideal. Right? Like, he doesn't do good damage. Look, I got a damage effect accuracy piece. What is his effect accuracy at? I got him at 70% effect accuracy because there's one there too. Because he wants to land those frickin' heal disruptions. But crit rate, what's my crit rate on him? 70%. And okay crit damage. That obviously that would want to be, I don't know, attack percentage as well. He's just garbage. Is this hit accuracy? No, it's attack speed. I don't know. Gilroy's just trash. Florentius. Okay, so Florentius is a controller that wants to be an attacker. So you saw how like Gawain was an attacker that had a whole bunch of effect accuracy in his substats. Well, good old Florentius here has 10% crit rate, 20% crit rate, 10% attack. You want to kind of build him out like an attacker. So, but he does have some CC in his kit, so you do kind of want a little bit of effect accuracy as well. Like he's another one of those weird hybrid characters. Oh, it sucks seeing her way down here, but she'll come back up there once I level that gear. Last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, we got Viven. All right, Viven is a healer, support. I still think you want her in vigor and life. Obviously, you want her going fast, attack speed. Ideally, you want an attack speed ring. And then like HP primary on there, HP primary on there, 8 recovery or HP on there, attack speed on there. But for the most part, you want her going fast to get your heals out and to cleanse your team of dots. So that's it, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to wrap up right there. That was a not quick video, 45 minutes, which seems to be bang on for what I do. That is currently how I have all of my legendaries geared in King Arthur Legends Rise right now. Tell me in the comments section below what you think, where I was wrong. Fidget spinner in the comments as the word of the day. Till next time, ladies and gentlemen, cheers, peace, bye-bye. I'll catch you later.